What's up you guys, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we will be doing this zombie Halloween makeup today, and I've decided to go ahead and collab with my friend Jehloni. And I met him on Twitter and he's just fabulous. He's so talented, he's so down to earth, he's so humble, he's just all around amazing. So we've decided to do our zombie Halloween makeup collaboration, and here it is for all of you. I'm gonna leave all the information to his stuff down below in the description box, so you can also go over there and watch his zombie makeup tutorial. But stay tuned for the end of this video because I do have some bonus things for you to add to this look. A little bit of gore, a little bit of details. I tried to keep my zombie cute. I mean, zombies are not cute, but I did try. So if you guys are interested in seeing how I created this look today, keep on watching, let the games begin, and let's get started. First of all, I do want my zombie to be kind of glam and like elegant and cute, but I know zombies aren't cute. Like, I know they're gore, but that's what we're gonna try to do today. I want my zombie to be on the cute side, so that's why my eyebrows are done and they are shaped. So what I'm gonna do to start off is I'm gonna go ahead and take a lighter base to go ahead and create this deathly looking ghostly light face for the zombie. So I'm just gonna take this. It doesn't have a name, but it's lighter than me, as you can see, so we are going to do this. Right, okay. I'll leave my lips for like last-ish. Wow, this is really light, guys. This is like... Okay, so right now I'm not gonna add any more. I'm just gonna blend this out and see what happens. So now that I have this base down and we are looking pale and lifeless, I'm gonna go ahead and set my face with the Ben Nye banana powder. These like patches here, I have like some dry spots on my skin, so it's catching the color a little weird. Don't pay any attention to that, okay? Okay, just keep it moving. So to go ahead and save us some time for this video, I'm gonna do one whole side of my face off camera and then come back for the other side, okay? The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to start on the eyes, and you know, this is not like eye beauty makeup, but we're gonna start on the eyes. And the first thing I'm gonna take is the Joe Blasco Cosmetics contour shade in Ebony. So I'm gonna go ahead and start shading in the outer crease, and then I'm going to bring it all the way in. I'm going to bring it all the way to my eyebrow and up. So now I'm going to go ahead and take whatever's left on my brush and start bringing it out and downward to create the hollow sockets. Then I'm going to start bringing it into underneath where my inner corner is underneath, just so we have like it mapped out just a little bit. Now to add some depth, we're going to dip into the shade Soot, which is also by Joe Blasco Cosmetics, and this is just a dark brown matte eyeshadow. So I'm going to start placing this where my outer corner is, and then I'm going to bring it all the way in and start blending it up into my eyebrow up here. And then I'm also going to start bringing it out. Dipping back into the shade Soot, I'm just going to add some extra definition on the outer corner right here. Now that we have that going on, I'm going to take just a little bit of black, and this black is in the Mehron Palette by Juvia's Place, and it is called Chad. I'm going to take a little bit of Chad just to create even more depth. Whatever is left on my brush, I'm just going to take it from my inner corner and start bringing it down. This is like the one time where it's okay to have dark under eyes, huh guys? Before going any further with the eyes, I'm going to go ahead and take my Stila eyeliner in the shade Onyx and line my waterline. And now I'm just going to dip into the shade Soot and blend that out. I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing on my top lid. Taking my R41 brush, I'm just gonna go ahead and make more of a connection between the outer and inner on the bottom right here. So now we're gonna start carving out these sunken in cheeks. I'm gonna take, the first shade I'm gonna take to do so is the Joe Blasco Cosmetics Contour Shade in Ebony. So to start carving out, I'm gonna start by my ear line right here. And I'm gonna bring it all the way in to the corner of my lip here. So this is looking pretty symmetrical as far as I can tell. Yeah, okay. So now I'm just gonna keep building up this color right here and then drag it out. To go ahead and add some depth, I'm gonna take a little bit of soot and focus it right in this little corner here. So right here I want it to be a little softer, so I'm just gonna go ahead and take a brush and buff it out just a little bit, because this is where I want it to be a little bit more harsh. So I'm gonna buff this right here and at the bottom. To go ahead and add even more depth, we're going to take a little bit of that black, the Chad, and we're going to add it right in this little dip. The next thing we're going to do is add some contour around our forehead, and we're going to take Joe Blasco first and then layer it with soot. Making a dip right here by the temple, and I'm also just going to blend out the rest of the forehead. Now to add some depth to that little dip right by the temple, I'm going to use soot and just make it more defined. Now I'm going to dip back into Ebony, and we're going to add a wrinkle right underneath this eye portion. I'm going to add it right here. I'm going to dip into soot and just give that fold a little bit more definition right here. I'm just going to go ahead and take Ebony from Joe Blasco and shade right by my nostrils right here. We're also going to still dip into Ebony and just fill this piece right here. Give that some depth. And we are also going to bring a nose contour down from the eye socket, just all the way down. So because zombies they're like kind of rotting, I do want to add a bruising shade to this look. So I'm going to dip into the Saharan Blush Palette Volume 1, and I'm going to take the shade Abby, which is like a dark purple, and I'm just going to take that shade and pop it right in here. So we get that like purple bruising shade, and I'm also going to take it on my lid here and blend it up, of course. We blend, blending is our friend. And I'm also going to take that shade right here in this sunken in part and fade it up and out. Also I'm going to take the shade around my nose for that irritation bruising color. And we're going to take a little bit right here on the temple. I will be applying my mascara and eyelashes off camera. For today's lashes, I am taking the Pro Eyelashes 3D Silk in the style Diva. So I'm going to go pop those bad boys on so we can continue and finish up the rest of our zombie look. So now that I have my eyelashes on, you guys, we are going to move on to lips. Okay, so my lips are quite pigmented, so I'm going to go ahead and take the same base and just cancel this color out. Let's do that. So to set my lips, I'm going to take my face powder, which is the Lancome Dual Finish in 520 Suede, just so it balances out this really pale lip. Okay. The first thing I'm going to do is take the shade Abby, and I'm going to run that in the center of my lip. Now I'm going to be taking a smaller brush and dipping into the shade Soot. Yes, my lips are looking dead, don't they? We are done diggity. And that is all that we have for today's zombie Halloween makeup tutorial. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked this video today, go ahead and give it a thumbs up for me. Feel free to drop those comments down below or share this video with everybody you know. And please do not forget to go and check out Jehloni's collaboration video to this. I'm going to leave everything you need to know down below in that description box. Go make sure you check him out, go subscribe, follow him on all of his medias. You don't want to miss out on all his looks. Go show him some love. Go show him some love, my family. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter. Everything you need to know is also down below in that description box. And if you have not yet subscribed, I don't know what you're waiting for. I don't want to be too pushy, but go ahead and click the subscribe button so we can be friends, join the family. I don't want you guys to miss out on all the other looks that I have to offer for you. So if you are already subscribed, I'm gonna ask you to click that notification bell so you guys get notified every time there's a new video. I don't want you to miss it. So for the month of October, we're gonna continue doing these Halloween looks. So that's all I have for you guys today. I will see you beautiful people in my next video. Bye. Hey you guys, and welcome to the bonus portion of this video. So for the first thing we're going to do today is we're going to add some details to our neck and chest area, okay? So the first thing I'm going to do is take that shade Joe Blasco, and I'm going to go ahead and start creating some depth right here, and just follow your natural contours. So the next shade I'll be taking is the shade Soot, and I'm just going to add some depth to what I already have. So now I'll be going ahead and taking the shade Abby to add that bruising shade to the chest area. Now the next thing I'm going to do is, we know that zombies are gory and they're rotting and they're falling apart, so I'm going to add a little piece of rotting situation on my forehead somewhere. So for this you're going to need latex, a sponge, and some colors. So the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and take a sponge, and I'm just going to rip my sponge like so. Take off the top. This is just like a regular triangle makeup sponge. I'm going to take the smaller portion. I'm going to go ahead and dip into the latex and start working on the forehead. So the thinner the layers, the quicker they dry. I'm just going to go ahead and start adding some latex right here. And you want to be sure that it's thin. And I'm going to spread it out just a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and let this dry. And I'm going to do about 2 more layers and then powder it. And then we can start adding the details. Okay, so once it's clear, we are ready to go ahead and apply our second layer. I'm staying away from the edges and keeping this layer concentrated more in the center. So now this needs to dry, and we're going to apply 1 more layer. Okay, so for our last layer, we're going to keep this even more concentrated than the second layer, keeping it very central. And you just want to make sure the edges of that one kind of fade out onto our second layer. So now that the glue is dry, we're going to go ahead and powder it, because latex will stick onto itself and it will ruin your entire project. So we are going to go ahead and powder this down. I'm just going to take my face powder just to knock off this shine. Okay, so now what you want to do is tear open the center, and the center is going to be a little thicker because that is what has gotten most product. So I'm going to go ahead and take a pair of tweezers. Please be careful. Do not pinch yourself. Be careful. Take your time. And start breaking it open. I'm not going for a specific shape or anything. I'm just tearing this bad boy open. Okay, so I'm happy with where this is. So the first thing I'm going to do is take that dark purple from the Mehron Blush palette. I'm going to go ahead and add some like bruising color around our rotting flesh. So now I'm going to be taking my alcohol palette and I'm going to be mixing bruised tone and a little bit of black because zombies are dead, so this is not going to be like a bright, healthy, blood-looking red bruise thing that we have going on. Start filling this in. Then I'm going to take my finger and take just a little bit of the bruise tone with the alcohol palette and start tapping just the outside. Now with a smaller detailed brush, I am going to take more of the black and less of the bruise tone shade, but still mixing both of them. And then I'm going to add some depth to the outer regions. To go ahead and add even further depth, now I'm going to be just taking the color black, but I'm going to make sure that it's a little diluted, and I'm going to go ahead and add even more depth. Now I'm going to take just bruise tone and a smaller detail brush, and I'm just going to go over this. So this is all that I have for the bonus portion of this video. We added details to our neck and chest region and then to our forehead. So I want to thank you guys so much for sticking around for the bonus parts.